to this deep dive analysis of a provocative new article by Honorable Odonga, a political philosopher and prominent voice in Ugandan public life. In his April 2026 piece titled, "As Uganda Lost the Corruption Battle," Otto presents a staggering diagnosis of a society where graft is no longer an anomaly but the new normal. He urges that corruption has moved beyond the halls of parliament and into the very marrow of daily life. From primary school children bribing their way into student leadership, the specific pricing tiers for forged degrees on NASA Road, where a first-class degree costs more simply because of its perceived value. It also suggests that the road is now inside out. The article serves as a sobering response to the systemic failures of modern capitalism in East Africa, highlighting a shift from man-eat-meat to a man-eat-man society. Otto identifies the hand-controlled adoption of heartless capitalism as the primary driver of this decay. He contrasts the current state of affairs with the 1960s and 80s, where civil servants had housing and utilities provided, and public services like transport were accessible to the uniformed and the young. Today, he argues the state provides nothing for free. Even basic human needs like using a toilet or drinking water in the city require a financial transaction. This lack of a social safety net has stripped away patriotism, leaving a vacuum filled by a single rule: don't get caught. And even if one is caught, Otto contends that justice is often a commodity where the wealthy can negotiate lesser charges through a chain of prosecutors and judicial officers who are themselves part of the ecosystem. To address this institutionalization of theft, the article proposes 5 radical interventions. First, Otto calls for a move to the left, demanding that the government provide essential services like water, electrical, and health at minimum or no cost to foster a sense of national belonging. Second, he suggests a complete overhaul of the education curriculum, replacing traditional religious studies with morality-based learning and field visits to prisons and hospitals to witness the consequences of corruption firsthand. He cites Costa Rica's success in using peace studies to transform a generation as a blueprint for Uganda. The final pillars of his proposal focus on accountability and structural change. Otto highlights the absurdity of expecting a CID officer earning 300,000 Ugandan shillings to investigate a trillion shilling scandal, noting that political will is currently shielded by partisan loyalty. He suggests a physical manual count of all properties in Uganda, with those from unclear sources being nationalized for the homeless, a move he admits is dangerous enough to get a president killed. Finally, he advocates for the restoration of potential term limits to ensure that regimes change frequently enough to expose the home and dry corrupt. While the tone is dire, Otto's message is clear. It's late, but never too late to clean the sewer lines of the Ugandan state. You can check the link to go and read the full article in the description. Thank you.